Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Ponless Challenge, the livestream series where we are trying to complete a hat in time while collecting as few pawns as possible. And if you want to watch these challenge runs on your own time, be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel and boop that bell button to stay notified. When we last left off, we managed to complete a couple of levels, namely the the Big Parade, which actually went surprisingly well, and Train Rush, which was really hard. Especially with all those meme challenges last stream. But we managed to get through it, and it was such a fun level. And hey, Copper Nicholson, thank you so much for dropping by. How's it going? Now, plan for tonight is going to be to try and finish up Deadbird Studios' main chapters, as we still have one more level to do. Hey, ZTest Fails, thank you so much for dropping by. How's it going? And yes, did someone say meme challenges? Yes. Last stream, there were meme challenges aplenty. And this stream, we are going to be picking up exactly where we left off, trying to finish off Deadbird Studios' main levels. Oh wow, you had to 1.5 feet of snow. That sounds like a lot, Copper Nicholson. Oh, no days happen though. Actually, a fair amount of snow where I'm at right now, but thankfully it wasn't. It didn't affect my ability to. Oh! Before we get started, I see we have a new meme challenge tonight. Hey, Snowflake! Thank you so much for dropping by, and thank you so much for adding the meme challenge. How are you doing? Now, I wonder how Leia's going to... Oh. There you are, Leia. Hi! How did you get back in so quickly? Wait. You're telling me that Sergey left the invite link open? I'm going to have a word with him. Oh well. Glad to have you here. Hi. Hi. Aw, Leia's saying hi to everybody. Snowflake's been hoarding points for Leia's combat. That's great. Also, Luigi Jr. Gaming, thank you so much for dropping by, man. How's it going? I see the Copper Nicholson is also adding to the meme challenges tonight. But you're right, Leia. It isn't as bad as last stream. Last stream we had the one-hit hero badge equipped, and that made things a lot harder. Well, actually, wait, I still think I have it equipped. Let me fix that. Here. That should fix that. There we go. How have I been doing? I've been doing pretty well, Snowflake. I've been at my new job for 2 days now. I really enjoy it. And I still have a lot of training to do, but it's been a lot of fun and it feels very rewarding. So, we're trying to level this many pawns, and this is the amount of pawns it took to get here. And without further ado, let's try and complete this level while collecting as few pawns as possible. I'm sorry to hear that, Copper Nicholson. And thanks for the well wishes, Snowflake. Leia agrees too. But in terms of the thing I'm most excited about what I've done the past couple of days. Oh, you wouldn't have heard about this, Leia, would you? Well, you must know, I did something pretty significant this weekend involving my game, and that was a rework I brought up before. Huh? That's right, a rework. A rework is when you have to... Essentially, you already have baked chunks of code that you've programmed to do something, but you need to alter significant chunks of it to do something else entirely, or remove something. In this case, I needed to remove an entire, system known as Spirit from my game, and it took a while, but it was definitely worth it. Now the system's a bit more streamlined, it's a lot smaller, Spirit's out of the game. That's made designing the skill system a lot easier for me as a solo dev. Thanks, Snowflake. Thanks. So, as for... So what does that mean for the game? Well, it means that I've been working on implementing the actual UI to have weapons level up and actually be able to have certain skills be invested in it. That's really exciting stuff. I'm looking forward to implementing it. And I like the way it looks, and I'm hoping it works well mechanically. So, that's how I'm doing, Snowflake. Now, let's... Here. I see yarn. Where is that? Oh, wow, that's right there. It's like, it's tempting us. I know, Leia. Well, we'll probably get it eventually. As for this section, we already learned from last stream that the best way to avoid all that madness is just to do this. Then what we do is dive over here. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Coppernook. How would I describe... Good question, Snowflake. Yeah, it's a fair question because I don't want to end the spoiler territory or give too much away. Emoji Maker 55, thank you so much for dropping by. How's it going? For those who don't know, Dorothy is the main character of the game. And how would I describe Dorothy's personality? I would say generally very positive and optimistic, but also with a lot of grit and determination. That would be the general way I describe Dorothy without giving anything away. But, to be fair, because it is a branching narrative, there is, of course, the possibility that, depending on the choices the player makes, Dorothy could be a much worse person. Because in a game with a branching narrative, you have to have at least one route where things aren't nice. So, but that's a subject for another day. But in general, if I were to say what is Dorothy canonically like, that's how I would describe her. Oh, yeah, that doesn't sound very nice, Coppernickel. It seems it seems like you're going through a rough time. And hey, Dredgor, thank you so much for dropping by. How's it going? Now, I've got to think about this particular section because last time when we attempted this, we had to collect, I think, 9-ish pons, something like that. But I'm wondering if we might be able to dive to that far hook. Oh, yeah, no problem, Luigi Jr. Damian, glad we were able to support you for that. Oh, no. Ah! Evil Dorothy, no. That's not the main intent of the game. Good question, Snowflake. I could give you a much better answer when I've developed more of the game and more of the storyboard is more concrete. I will say, though, with my preliminary thoughts is that I do want to have at least one route that is more akin to like Undertale's really, really bad route, if you if you know that one. But I'm sure if you've played Undertale, you know that that particular route isn't, you know, supposed to be representative of the game as a whole. It's just, you know, because you can. It's there. That would have been it, I think. Like, we can kind of skip some of these. Careful. Okay. I wonder, is there any exploit we can do here? Yeah, we got pawns, but we're trying to figure out what the minimum mandatory pawn is for this section. Because there is just a lot going on here. I'm wondering if it might be possible to do a reverse wall jump onto that pipe up there. I doubt it, but we're going to try. Ow. Oh, that didn't work. Oh well. But yeah, I would say in general, do not expect my main character to be evil. But know that there will probably be an option or a path. Again, this would be like one of many possible paths. That would be more akin to like the darkest route in Undertale. So. Sure thing, Emoji Maker 55. Any glitches you want to share for this level? No, like, I know, glitches were not supposed to be utilized in crosscode, but here it's a bit different because it's all so Emily can get home. That's a good question, Snowplay. If you guys want to come up with potential names for the community, I'm more than willing to listen to suggestions. My current thought is the Sub Club, just because we use sandwiches as a way to designate the channel points on this channel. Okay, so that lets us get sets. I think that's probably the best we're going to be able to do. And of course, this one's mandatory up here, so that's 7. Now, this area, we just need to be very, very careful. Oh, I can't stand up there. That's convenient. This is probably not the right way to go, but it's fun to do things out of order. Oh no, Grekdor. Grekdor, no. I did question Luigi Jr. Gaming. It means a chat message, and I would specifically read it in a particular voice. Oh. There's a way to lag clip out of the previous room. I don't feel like trying to mess around with that at the moment, because I'm not the best of the lag clip in this game. As those who've watched the earlier Hat in Time streams will be able to attest to. Yeah, exactly, Snowfly. I always kind of forget where to go here because it's been so long since I've done this level. Ah, okay, it's probably up there. Start with try not to die. That's always an important step. Wait, I have an idea. I have a badge. There we go. Okay, so the correct way to go is to get up there, we loop around here, and then what? Over that way? Might be. That's not it. Hey, Smurfykins, thank you so much for dropping by. How's it going? Right now, I'm just trying to figure out the correct way to go, and I'm thinking maybe it's over here. Unless there's a spring somewhere I'm just not seeing. Oh. What? Okay. That wasn't that long of a fall. Oh well. It happens. Oh, looks like we have a message to read. One moment. Sadly, we are all forced to be cramped in this room just to say random things time to time for your amusement. Oh, come on, Leia. It's not that bad. At least you got to be on stream tonight. What? You want to say hi to Emily? But we're just watching Emily's past right here, you know. Oh well. That's very funny, Luigi Jr. Jamie. Oh. And we failed miserably. Okay. To the start. Let's try not to be rich gamers, smut dances. I meant for you to read this as me. Yeah, no problem with you during gaming, I did it. Exactly, we had to use the multi to enter the level. The pawns reset was because we had to spend the multi to enter the level. Which happens. Now, I am going to have to update this because we did fail there, because those were obviously not mandatory pawns. I messed up there. I also kind of forget how to get through that room. So it isn't an inherently obvious path. Oh, thanks. Ale is thanking you for the hot snowplay. As for where it's counted, of course, there's the pawn table, which looks like this. And this is how we keep track of all the actual mandatory pawns up to this point. Anywho, let's try that again. Alright, so we're starting the level with this many pawns, and that's the amount of pawns to get here. Without further ado, let's try and complete this level with as while collecting as few pawns as possible. Oh, okay, there we go. Oh yeah. That's a good question, Rekor. I'm definitely looking forward to the Crosscode DLC whenever it comes out. It's just, I still don't know if there's... I don't think there's a release date for that yet. The fact that we're not getting charged spawns for that is kind of hilarious. Oh, nice, Snowflame. Glad to hear you're excited for that, the Crosscode DLC as well. Should be a lot of fun. Yo, Smurfykins, you're getting a collector's edition of Crosscode. Nice. One of my buddies actually got a collector's edition too, and he sent me some pictures of it. It looks really, really good. Like, the devs really, he put a lot of effort into it, and it definitely shows. Oh, and I agree, Copper Nicholson. The Ant-Man movies are amazing. Yo, Seven Sice, thank you so much for dropping by. How's it going? Yep, Copper Nicholson. As I just said, I've seen both the Ant-Man movies. What just happened? Oh. Ah! This doesn't... It seems I have found another entity that doesn't follow the laws of physics. It is this board of this giant interacer board. Yeah, I agree. It's very likely the Crosscode DLC will come out this year, but it all depends. But I don't care. Well, honestly, I don't care how many times Radical Fish Games has to push it back, because if they need to push it back to, oh dear, the power of checkpoints compels us. But if they have to, if they just need more time to make it the best it can be, I'm willing to wait, because I want it to be awesome as soon when it's released. Exactly. Mistakes were made. I'm sorry. It's gonna be one of those nights, isn't it, chat? We're going to spend all stream on one level. Oh, nice. 7 sites. Definitely looking forward to trying Antomicx Bando again tomorrow. Should be a lot of fun. And thanks for running that last week. It was really cool. Yeah, I can understand that, Gregor. It's hard to wait for things you really want, but it's also necessary. That would be funny, but I think the sandwiches are more tied to the lore at this point. We're starting the level of this many pawns, and that's the amount of pawns I set to get here. Without further ado, try and complete this level while collecting as few pawns as possible. Thanks! Here. That was lucky. Now we need to just step back to the elevator. Oh, something else I forgot to mention about my game that I was also excited for. I got a fair amount done on in terms of writing the first interactive cutscene for the game. So I'd say I'm about 85 to 90% of the way done with it. I just, in terms of the writing for it, I just need to finish up one last choice and some responses to wrap things up. But it's going really well. I'm really excited for it. And that's a fair point, Snowflake. For those who don't know, on my Discord server, the top 5 active chatters of the month are awarded a special role, which is called the Stellar Guardians. And I think it's just a nice way to reward the community and those who are very active on the server. Yep, fair enough, 7 size. Shiny Golden Lotus, thank you so much for dropping by. How's it going? Yeah. Fair enough, Emoji Maker 55. I mean, thanks for at least mentioning it, but I don't think we'll try that because as you already know, I'm not the best at the clips. Good question, good question, Snowflake. I will mention that not all of the roles, but some of the roles on the Discord server are actually somewhat based on the game's lore. And while none of the titles themselves are final by any means, at least I think that they should at least give some, we'll say, little hints about things. So, do with that what you will. Enjoy speculating. Yo! You got affiliate Shiny Golden Lotus. Congratulations! In fact, one moment. It is time to do this chat. We have prepared. Nightbot has prepared for this moment. I think that will do it. No. There we go. Redgore says, I'm currently getting a Dark Souls but cute vibe from Hartwell. Is that accurate? Yes, 100%, 1000%. If Dark Souls was a 2D, looks like a 2D retro kind of RPG with like old school character portraits and such, then yes. I mean, to be fair, there are obviously key differences, like with weapons having different stuff, having their own levels, and such, but if you had to describe it quickly, Dark Souls with the cutesy vibe, sure. Yes, exactly, Snowflake. I put some thought into it, right, Leia? Wait, how do you know about this, Leia? Huh? Have you been looking through my files, Leia? Sorry. Leia. Oh. So this is because because you have to be invited onto the stream? I just... Fair enough. I actually wouldn't know 7 Size says I haven't played League of Legends, believe it or not, but that's neat to know. Oh, Leia, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that it's Sergey's fault again. That you have no control over it. I'm sorry, Leia. Oh well, at least we're making some progress. I am still pretty lost. I mean, we could probably do a skip on this cactus. If we just land on it. Yep, exactly. Leia can read a book. Of course Leia can read a book, Copper Nicholson. Yeah, it's always Sergey's fault, isn't it? Sergey's the reason we had to know it's speedrun.
Maybe we should blow it up. I got the bomb from train right here. Did I use it?
There we go. Now we have some yarn.
Maybe I should save it.
Now, let's try and get up there. That worked. Wait a minute. Can we get up there? I think we might be able to. Depends on whether we can stand on that. And... oh, there's an invisible wall. Never mind. Pons. Okay, so let's go over there. Well, that's inconvenient. I know, Leia, it doesn't make sense. But it is what we have to deal with here. And I know if we just try to dive through that, that probably isn't going to work. Unless we start a bit lower and dive up from a lower distance. Like that. There we go. Oh! Glad yours running well, 7 Size. Now... I would say technically instantaneous, but I will also say that Leia is a sentient being, therefore she gets to be free from being... she gets to be free. There we go. She has rights just like everyone else. Now... ah! This is a fun room. So we have to hit these switches to get moving around. Where are the others? Oh dude, that was close. Ow! And that was my bad. What? Oh no. You I know, Leia, the power of checkpoints compels us. How dare indeed. Also, hey, Smurfykins! Like, what were we supposed to do there? If we mess up once, it just throws us in the middle of a pond. We can't do anything. It's like it's... Spawn point on the pond. Deers for breakfast. I see you, Deers for breakfast. I see you! You thought about this, didn't you? You didn't want... You wanted to make this extra hard for Ponless, his challenge runners. That's all dead. I just find it hilarious that that can happen. Fair enough, Emoji Maker 55. Let's try that again, shall we? I do need to do something really quick, so don't go anywhere, guys. I'll be right back. Alright, welcome back everybody. Sorry about that. So we're starting the level with this many pawns, and that's the amount of pawns to get here. And without further ado, let's try and complete this level while collecting as few pawns as possible. Opera Nicholson, why? Also, what is this I'm seeing in chat? Hashtag free Leia. Leia, what have you done? What, you want an android body? One that isn't made of instant matter? Why? Oh. I see. For those who don't know, Leia... Leia pointed at Emily, so I think that should surprise no one. But Leia just wants to spend time with her. Spend time with someone very dear to her, and I think that's really cute. Yes, exactly, Snowflake. Let Leia be the Leia she deserves to be. I mean, that doesn't surprise me considering how many times Copper Nicholson brings up, up all the sandwiches. Alright. Let's try and get through that room much faster this time. Let me in! Let me in! Right. There. Progress. I'm glad you agreed, Gregor. Here.
I kept these pages
Yeah, I agree, Snowflake. Though in terms of all of them, Leia's definitely is the most, has her free will developed the most. Oh, you know what'd be interesting? What if we saw more of that in like the crosscode post-game DLC? That'd be interesting. Like conversations like that. That's right, Leia is not a sandwich, and she never will be. I wonder, though, if I grapple... Oh, okay, it just kind of throws us forward. Never mind. Anywho, let's see. Go up here. Perfect. Or actually, it would be better to just hop onto that wall. Go over here. Oh, that was supposed to be the correct way to go. But you know what? We like doing things out of order around here, so... The cactus. Leia cookies. Yes, so much yes. Cookies? I want some cookies. I know you do, Emily, but it's... But you're not old enough to bake them by yourself. Aww. No, it's yet anyway. Who's that? Oh, no one, no one, no one. You don't need to know that. Sounds very similar to me. No, it's nothing, it's nothing. Oh, okay. I'll take your word for it. I've ordered that, that's easy enough. Oh, it's... That was way too close.
But has anyone noticed we all wear the same clothes?
Oh dear. That could have been bad, because if we respawn, that's a reset because of the pons, and it spawns us on the here. Oh, nice. And then there was a giant fire! That's basically what the pros are doing.
And the owls don't like to give them.
Ow. Sorry, chat. Wait a minute. Okay, that's a nice little skip. And we can just do that too. Okay. Yep, there's lots of room for activities here. Oh, that would be interesting, Grekor. If there was like a sequel to Crosscode ever, that would be pretty interesting. Or being able to switch between Cross World and the quote-unquote real world. That'd be neat. Oh no. Oh, here we go, chat. Hard reset. Or maybe not. that apparently if we just walk away, it doesn't collect it for us. Did those crows just say we all wear a giant fire? I'd like to know what kind of clothes that is. Okay. Now we are here, and we just need there. That'll do. Okay, something. Oh yeah, that's not open. Cool. Here, nope. And then there was a... You don't like hearing all this talk about this, Leia? Yeah, you did go through a lot, Leia. Sorry. No, Leia, there's no need to apologize. You went through a lot. It's understandable. Do all run on this? Yeah, I thought so. There we go. How do we get around? Up there, good. Go down here. I think we can actually enter some of these rooms. I love how intricate the level space back here is, by the way, chat. It's just so much to do. really feels like you're in a whole new... Well, you're getting to see a really different side of Deadbird Studio. Now, that crate concerns me, because we need to get up there. But we also don't want to collect that pawn. Actually, maybe we don't need to get up there. We can just dive over that. And... yeah, that'll work. No. I mean, you might be able to dive through there. But also... Leia becoming an artist. That is something I'd like to see, actually. It'd be pretty cool. I feel like we can avoid that if we just dive properly. Have to go this way, don't we? Yeah, we do. We have to go back there, I wonder. Alright, you know what? Let's use this as a practice zone, because we have to get this right. Okay, so in order to make this work, we have to dive like that. That's tricky. I was trying to make sure we're going the right way, chat, so when we're going to have to reset. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to go about this. Go up here. First, this is definitely another room. Okay, this is clearly oh, no, it's not optional. You need that key, don't we? Alright. Oh, I think we got a lay of the land. Now we have to reset, chat. Yo, that's actually a great idea, Snowflake. I could definitely see Leia being a musician, especially since it lets her portray her emotions more accurately. You agree, Leia? What would be the name of your first song? Oh, right, Leia. I'm sorry. I forgot about that part. Good question, Snowflake. Seven Slice. I would say, if you're planning to stream Crosscode, you need to do it from the get-go, because it is a very long game. Yeah. But if it's something you're really eager to play through just by yourself, then by all means do a playthrough, like, by yourself, but recognize that it is a long game. Like, my first playthrough took 60 hours, and I didn't do 100% of everything. So keep that in mind. But on the flip side, if you stream it, of course, it's a fantastic game to stream, as you saw. There's such a great story and lots of other good parts to it as well. But if you have the opportunity to stream Crosscode blind, I'd highly recommend it, because then you can get, because then it'll sit with you in a really good way. That makes sense, Seven Slice? Okay, fair enough, Seven Slice. But, bear in mind, I'm saying 60 hours with the assumption that, Crosscode is an action RPG, so how long it takes is also very much tied to how quickly you learn how the combat system works and how well you adapt to it. So that's the other aspect of it. We're starting to level this many pawns. That's the amount of pawns to get here. And without further ado, let's try and complete this level, collecting as few pawns as possible. Fair enough, Emoji Maker 55. You played a Hat in Time for over 1,000 hours. Well, first of all, that's really impressive. And second of all, I'm guessing most of that is speedrunning, right? Sounds good, Seven Size. When you decide to get Crosscode, I hope you enjoy it. It's an amazing game. If the fact that Leia is here on stream, hi, isn't enough to convince you of that. I agree. A Hat in Time is just too darn good. Also, what's a Hat in Time? Don't say anything, Leia. So we're starting the level of this many pawns. Alright, sorry. So we're starting the level of this many pawns, and that's the amount of pawns it's have to get here. Without further ado, try and complete this level while collecting as few pawns as possible. Wait, really, Copper Nicholson? I've never seen that movie, so I wouldn't know. But that's impressive, Breckor. You have more hours put into a Hat in Time than Skyrim. That's really cool. Hat in Time's such a great game. Hat wasn't banned tonight, so I can actually do that. To the elevator. Away. Down we go. Oh, really? That's interesting, Copper Nicholson. Although, to be fair, Summon Size, Fire Emblem Three Houses is the kind of game that could take 600 hours to complete. For sure. Just because it is such a long game and it has like almost 4 completely different story arcs to play through. It's just there's so much to sink your teeth into with that game. I think it's really impressive. Fair enough, Serpentins. Made sense. Did you ever complete Three Houses, Smurfykins? No? Well then yeah, it's definitely a game worth playing though. Definitely, it's an amazing game. I think the best part about Three Houses, from what I've seen, is its lore and world building, especially with the character development of its ensemble cast. That's just, it does such a great job giving character development to the other students and faculty at the Officers Academy. I think that's really impressive. Would I ever make a game like this, an open world platformer? That's, I don't consider a Hat in Time an open world platformer, first of all. Just because most of there are some sections that are more open world like Yakuza Metro. Yeah. But in general, a Hat in Time is much more akin to... Whoa. We avoided 2 fawns. Let's go! But in general, Hat in Time is... It's much more focused and level based. If a Hat in Time had a if the levels were more integrated into central worlds themselves, and the spaceship was just kind of like a fast travel system, then I'd say it's more open world. But in this case, this is not an open world game. Or at least there are elements there are segments that are somewhat more open world. It's fine, Snowflake, it's fine. But if the question is, would I ever try to make a open world platformer game? I mean, I guess technically Heartwell qualifies as it has platforming, but platforming is more to add to the experience and not the core experience. But would I ever want to make a game that was just purely focused on platforming and kind of an open world setting? Maybe? The thing is, though, I only have... There's only so much time. I'm of course. And realistically, I can only work on one project. And I think action RPGs are just my favorite genre in general. So, I would always prefer to make an action RPG, but like, action RPGs are my first choice of a game genre. One of my most proud of with my game so far, that's like trying to say what's. That's like trying to like pick a favorite character in a show where you like all of them. It's like, how do you narrow that down? I would say. No, it's fine, Snowflake, it's fine. If I had to go with programming, just purely from a lines of code standpoint, getting pathfinding to work with a walking enemy has definitely been my biggest moment of pride I've had so far, with, at least recently with my game in terms of programming things. But if I were to go more in general with accomplishments, I'd say programming the ability to platform in a seemingly 2D space, like a 2D top-down space, was also something I'm really proud of, because when I think of a top-down 2D game, I always think, oh, you're just walking around, it's all dungeons. But the fact that you can... I was able to actually incorporate some kind of platforming into that just, like, blew my mind. And I was like, this is awesome. Kind of like how Crosscode kind of blew my mind in that sense, how it looks 2D, but you can actually do some platforming. And finally, I would say... Oh dear, I collected a heart pawn. Oh! Thankfully it was just a heart pawn, we don't have to reset. Finally, I would say the... I still have a lot to do for it, but the world building I've done for my game. Just because there's some key plot points that I'm really proud of, but I can't share of. And I'm also feeling like I'm starting to make, especially the character, I'm starting to make the characters have depth in it. That's always so satisfying to me. Really starting to bring the world to life. And I like how just every week it feels like I just add a little bit more and a little bit more, and suddenly there's this truly grand world that's being built, and that's just so satisfying. Does that answer your question, Snowflake? Now for the tricky part. We need to dive through this perfectly. Dive there. No! Come on! Why? Glad to hear outside, Snowflake. Yep. Well, I mean, I have to hide stuff, otherwise then there's no point to the story, is there? Oh, really? I didn't know that Luigi Jr. game. That's interesting. Fortunately, we do have to reset because I think we can dive over that pawn, but we just have to hit that angle right. Alright. No, I do need to take a quick water break, everyone, so don't go anywhere, guys. I'll be right back. Alrighty. Welcome back, everybody. Booping and Antomicx water. How would you even do that? Oh, like that, Leia? I see. I guess that made sense. Great. We're starting the level of this many pawns. That's the amount of pawns I have to get here. Without further ado, let's try and complete this level while collecting as few pawns as possible. Okay, Snowflake. Ah! Yes, Leia, I know. Nothing happens? Uh-huh. Okay. Did the food misbehave itself again? Because if it did, then we need to make sure it is the right process. One thing I like about this elevator, I think I mentioned this before, but I'll say it again. I like that we get to see parts of the level as we're going down through this elevator. Nice attention to detail. Although what's ironic about it is I don't think the order we see those things pop up actually makes sense. Because the level is not oriented that way, or if it was, then the elevator would be going in different directions than just straight down. Our momentum died. Okay, Leia, well, we'll get it next time. Just like that. Yes, I know, Leia. I have been booped.
I kept these pages completely.
I have water on me too? Oh no. Leia? Oh, thanks, Leia. But where did you get that paper towel from? Oh, of course you did. Of course you got it from chat. Try something. Whoa, wait, what? Well, would that work? Chat, did you see that? We actually got, we were able to keep going forward without actually collecting pawns by, like, canceling out of the hook at the like, the earliest possible moment. This requires further experiment. Stop. This might be new territory, chat. Oh my goodness, this level's gonna take all stream. I know, we just got pawns, but those were the previously mandatory pawns, but now I'm not so sure anymore. Like, that sequence of hooks, now that I saw that, it makes me wonder if there's some like frame perfect way to avoid these things. I just need to figure out how to cancel out these hooks. Oh, not like that. Alright, but in all seriousness, chat, we need to, let's experiment here for a second, because this is not what I expected. Jump, dive, click, or Okay, we have to left click, hit it, and then hit left click again, I think. Like that, but we have to do it faster. Maybe a little bit later. Left click. Dive.
I kept these changes completely secret. I know about it. No one told us.
Oh, that is a tough maneuver.
Don't need this one.
Oh. Not facing quite the right direction. Nope. That's it. Thanks. Thank you, Snowflake. I did question Record. I don't think we can, or if we do, it'll just force us towards the middle, which is not what we want. What we need to do is essentially just try to maintain our momentum going forward and go from there. So, jump, left. We need to just be a little bit higher. Dive. Not like that. Not like this. No. Help.
I kept these changes completely secret. I know about it. No one told us, right? She's got plenty.
Okay.
You don't need this one.
I want to practice this, chat, because this is promising. It just... It's just also really, really tough. Hey, Dr. Sputnik, thank you so much for dropping by. How's it going? Yeah, Ruby has such an interesting world. Say what you will about the episodes, but its world building is amazing.
She's got plenty. You don't need this one.
Now, for those who are wondering why I'm continuing to try this section, it's because there's clearly an opportunity to reduce how many pawns we're collecting here. Luigi's Jr. David, no. That would go against the very principles of this challenge run. A chance for the boop command to miss. I don't know, chat. Is that something you would want?
No one told us, right? She's got plenty. You don't need this.
I mean, it might be amusing, but at the same time, if you want to boop, you want the boop. Alright, what I'm currently thinking. Ow. Alright, how about this? We try to skip from the second to the third. Not like this. Or maybe we could try and do a skip towards the end, since that might be easier to pull off. So, we do here. And then we'll try to do a hook cancel at the end there. That could work. But we've just gotta actually pull it off. An eval command? What would that do, Snowflake? Okay, no, that is definitely doable. That, we might have been able to reduce that particular section down to 3 pawns. Which is an accomplishment. Oh, that sounds like fun, Snowflake. If you want to come up with the code for that or research that and put in the recommendations channel on the Discord server, by all means. Sounds like a lot of fun. Like, oh, we could just have like an absurd amount of adverbs or verbs to make it really funny. So we're starting to level this many pawns, and that's the amount of pawns to get here. Without further ado, try and complete the level while collecting as few pawns as possible. Come on. Perfect. Oh, I see. So the eval command would be akin to like an if statement or a random pitch statement in other programming languages. That's cool. That's fine, Snowflake. Take your time. No rush. Us out. What? Oh no, don't tell me snatched or flushed another soul down a toilet again. I already had that happen once. It isn't fun. So far, so good. Now to try and do the tricky part. It's okay, it's okay. We need to try and get that hook skip at the very end. Build up the momentum. And capital. Let's go! That's how it's done! Go up here. Or not. That was such a fun maneuver, Chad. Great. Go. And now we're up. There we go. Now to continue looking for the button.
Way too much sauce on the
One of the things that's very satisfying about Hantai's movement system is just how much freedom you have to go through all these levels. There's so many ways you can try and cut corners and skip past certain sections and do more complex maneuvers. Just so satisfying. Go. Now. That's right. No! How? We aren't even anywhere near it! What? No! I agree, Leia. The hitboxes on those particular pawns are way too large. I know, right, Record? That's, you hate to see it. We still have the doors to go through, that is the issue, because those doors are the trickiest part of the level. So we're starting to level this many pawns, and that's the amount of pawns to get here. And without further ado, let's try and complete this level pawn. Or with as few pawns as possible, I should say, because there are some pawns we have to collect. But not that one. Oh my goodness, Luigi Jr. Gaming, you have a 60. You have a paper towel spell on her? How would that even work? Is it just like one of those Minecraft spawners? Okay, we're starting to level this many pawns. That's the amount of pawns I have to get here. Without further ado, trying to complete this level while collecting as few pawns as possible. Yeah. Yeah, I agree, Copper. Ruby has a lot of interesting lore and references. How? That's never happened before. No. The power of hitboxes compels us. Like, I've always landed there, chat. That's never happened. How dare? How dare indeed. There we go. No! Why did it spawn us all the way back out here? How does that make any sense? Actually, now that I think about it. That's better. I'm more consistent. I don't understand. I don't understand. Yeah, can we get some rips in chat? This is not good. But we're starting to level with this many pawns, and that's the amount of pawns it took to get here. Without further ado, try and complete this level while collecting as few pawns as possible. go. Use the flat side for fun. Let us in. Let us in. Thanks for the compliment, Rector. I try my best to keep. I wouldn't say my computer is a supercomputer, but it is. It gets the job done, and I like that. Be surprised, Rector. Probably not as expensive as you think. Though to be fair, my PC's undergone a lot of changes over the years as I've swapped out parts, and even at one point had to get an entirely new casing when I needed to get a new motherboard. But now I think it's in a really good spot.
No one told us, right? She's got plenty. You don't need the fun.
Perfect. Let's go. Ah! Huh? No, I did not. I did not have that server. Here, Copper Nicholson. Although, if you want to join our Discord server, Leia, fair enough. I know you're probably very busy on Crossworld. Sorry. Yeah, Leia's probably just been quiet out of politeness, as I've been so focused on trying to complete this level. That's not quite what Leia meant, Snowflake.
Right as he was about to sneeze.
It's more so that she wants to try and... she came here to have fun, of course, and hearing the, all this talk about hashtag free Leia and stuff, it's bringing up some hard memories for her. I mean, you all saw what happened in the Noah speedrun. It was tough. But at least now, hopefully in the post-game DLC, we'll get to see Leia in a much better place. Alright. Now we're just going to stay far away from those pawns because their hitboxes don't make any sense. There we go. Have to go this way. Careful. I doubt we can just dive over that, but you know what? YOLO! What?! A Hat in Time is a perfectly balanced game without exploits. Oh, yeah, I've heard of Path of Exile, Copper Nicholson. I've played it before. It's a fun RPG if you like just lots and lots of grinding and I'd say mindless mindless attacking, kind of like the Diablo series. All right, now for the hard part. Please. There. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. We got another shot. We got another shot. Can we even make it from this angle? You might be able to, but the angle's not easy. I know, Copper Nicholson, I know. Yeah, there has to be a way. Just, we need to do it more. Because if that happens, we mess up. No, we have to go that way in order to get through that door. Don't know of any other way to pass that part. Think about more ways to do this more consistent. Okay, well that will make us hit that. This is kind of more of an experimentation run at that point, chat. That brings us way too close, unfortunately. But what if? I'm thinking about it. That could work. Like we're up here and we dive like that. It'd be tight, but it might work. As for this one, I think we can just perfect dive through that. If I don't hit the ceiling. Like that. Alright. Back to the beginning. What is happening in chat tonight? There's like a little sub-story going on here. So we're starting this level with this many pawns, and that's the amount of pawns I took to get here. Without further ado, trying to level while collecting as few pawns as possible. Now I'm just eager to get back to that last part with the doors. Because that's the problem area. And we get through that, we'll be in good shape. I think. That's very true. Good record. It's pretty common for a chat to have to be in its own separate little universe, which is fine. I find that very amusing. Okay, come on, let's go. Oh, I'm ready. I even have my bird cosplay. Okay, ready. Can you see? Come on, let me out. There we go. Good evening, Cool Wall 2. How's it going? Thank you so much for dropping by. Welcome back to our attempts at this level. Also, hi! Leia says hi to you too, Cool Wall 2.
I checked these times and completely incorrect. Oh, I know about it. No one told her, right? She's got plenty. She don't need this one.
Okay, first tricky part. Perfect. I think, I'm honestly not sure, Gretfor. I think Rush Hour was worse, if I'm being honest. In terms of how many retries it took. But this is definitely getting up there. At least now we're starting to optimize things a bit. Like, we're doing so many little steps here and there.
Anyone notice we always aim?
Yes, we did do Rush Hour Ponless Fretcore. It was so satisfying. It's such a long level, too. You stay on that? We can! Let's go! That was awesome. If there is a way to do it, Gretgor, it's probably out beyond what my skill set, just because it would require such perfect timing with the hook canceling. Yeah, I know, Gretgor, I know, but to be fair, that moment will be worth it because I don't think there are pawns in that section. It should be a lot of fun. Wait a minute. Probably a really bad idea. What if we just try a crawl in there through that door? There's no way that's gonna work. There's no way. Yeah, no, it bounces off. Way, good. Oh. Just be sure to follow the rules, guys. Alright. Now, moment of truth. We're going to try and do the jump. Okay. Let's go! Yes! Yes! We finally got through that door. I think we need that key, don't we, chat? The one that's way up there. Go ahead. Oh dear. Not having an Obon badge. I'm really feeling it now. That's okay. There we go. Alright, now we just need to get that dive right. There we go! Let's go! Now I'm just going to be absurdly cautious because I don't want to have to do that again. I really hope that's not the correct way. It probably is, though. Okay. We need to get up there. We should just get a little bit higher. Little bit. They've probably thought about this, though, chat. Like, trying to figure out ways that people might try to exploit this. Damn that door. I'm scared because there are pawns, so... We did stand up here, though. Okay. That doesn't have wall collision, though. But we didn't stand on that door. Does that mean we can stand on, like, that door? And, okay. Well, that works. Unfortunately, though, I think we have to go through there, and I see pawns. Let's just make sure there isn't any other way we can do this. I don't think there is, though. Alright. Well, we've been doing well to this point so far, chat, but I think that's a mandatory section. So, whatever we get here, this is... I mean, can't be helped. Trying to inch my way in here, just... Yeah. That's mandatory, unfortunately. But here we are. Give her a little key. Give ourselves a present. A crayon. All that work for a crayon. It was worth it. I agree with everybody. That was definitely worth it. Oh, and you know what this means, chat? It's finally time. There's a reason this is one of my favorite levels in the entire game. It's not just that awesome platforming sequence we went through. It's also this.
Look who we've got here. I guess you found my little basement, eh?
Oh, it wasn't that far to find, but getting through it, on the other hand, ugh, don't even get me started.
This last timepiece is all mine.
No, that's
If you
my
want
junk.
it, you're gonna have to take it from me cold, dead hands.
Oh, that can be arranged. Do you know who I used to work for? I worked for Snatcher, and well, if anyone knows about souls, it's him.
Here we go.
This is just such a fun boss battle. Full chat. So the Death Wish variant of this level is insane.
Can't believe I let you be the star of my movie.
Doing well so far.
Here we go. This one ain't rubber.
Now. No, Copper Nicholson, that's an auto Harpon. This is one of the boss battles that actually has automatically different Harpons like that. Nothing we can do about that, so that's perfectly allowed, Copper Nicholson. But the one in the center there, on the other hand, is one we have to avoid.
Slice of life.
Wait for it. It's funny you asked that, Snowflake, because guess what? From a functional standpoint, the fights with DJ Grooves and Conductor are actually the same. The only difference is basically the skin they use for the boss itself. But in terms of like the mechanics of each battle, they're identical. So it really just comes down to lore at that point. And honestly, I'd say I prefer fighting the Conductor more, just because Conductor he feels like much more of an antagonist than DJ Grooves does, so I'm being honest. Willing to do anything for the sake of his movie.
Let's have a little heart-to-heart. Have a seat, lassie.
What? Excuse me. I want my junk back, and you want to have a heart-to-heart? Whatever.
Ever since you arrived on this planet, these timepieces have been falling from the sky.
Yes, it's my junk.
Now, I can understand if you feel they belong to you.
They do.
But did you know I can rewind time?
Yes. How do you think I defy the laws of physics on a regular basis? You do realize that gravity doesn't apply to me, right?
With one timepiece, I could reclaim the trophy that belongs to me. That's right. The loss of award 42.
Oh, boo-hoo. I've seen your trophy closet. You have way more than you'd have.
I got second place at the 42nd Annual Beard Awards. Me! Can you imagine? DJ Grooves managed to get the first place trophy.
Well, honestly, I had a lot more fun with his levels this stream, just because they didn't require me to collect as many pawns.
I need just one
Except for that one
timepiece to
level.
fix this mistake. Can't you spare just one timepiece?
Well, if I just recalibrate my spaceship's flux converter and I try to be rationing out my fuel just a little bit, I think it comes out to give me my junk back.
Oh, you're a greedy young lass, aren't you? I just need a single one, and you won't share.
Well, you did try to put my life on the line with a bomb on your train just to get footage of me running for my life. So you know what, Conductor? You don't deserve my sympathy.
Well, if you want this timepiece back so bad, come and get it!
Wait. Is this the bomb from that one level? Conductor! Conductor!
Remember this little bomb? This time, it's attached to you instead of me lovely train.
Oh, don't tell me you're getting footage for this too, aren't you? You monster.
1 minute and 20 seconds till self-destruct. Better hurry.
I'm getting you, Conductor. You're not getting away from me.
What's this?
Darling! Hang in there! I'll find a way to the police.
I think the reason for that, Director, is because I'm trying to hit Conductor at almost every single opportunity as quickly as possible. So there's a lot less downtime. I'm even using like the broom hack to try and hit him as soon as he comes down when I can.
Time's ticking away.
My diffuser is ready! Come here!
That's not a diffuser, that's just scissors. You're gonna hit me with that. Oh, never mind.
You've done it now!
What's so great about this boss battle as well, chat, is that it just it evolves so much over the course of it. Let's go! We did it, chat. We did it! We completed this level while collecting in as few pawns as possible. Let's go! Yes! Looks like you convinced me. You can take your timepiece. Also, in the future, Luigi Jr. Gaming, you have to write that message when you click read a message as Conductor. So that it's all in there in one block to make it easy. Well, no, you didn't. You did it after you clicked the reward. You have to do it as part of the reward. There should be like a place to enter something. If not, then I have to check on that, but that's usually how it works. Anyway. Finally time to update the pawn counter. The pawn table. Chat. Okay, so we started that level with... what? 71. Okay, so that's... okay, fair enough. Luigi Chicken Redeemed. I think that was 9 pawns. Which is quite a bit, now I'm thinking about it. Start with 71, then there were... yeah, it's because of that vent. But at least we completed that level. One of the longest levels in the game. Alrighty, chat. Now that we've collected some more pawns, I think it's time that we do our due diligence. You don't mean... I know you're not going to like what I'm about to say. Please, don't tell me. Don't do what I think you're going to do. Oh, you're going to do what I think you're going to do. That's right, Drakor. The we're going to try and do another level in Mafia Town if we can. But of course, it means we have to do something that we don't normally do on this stream. And that is... collect pawns. No! Please, anything but that. Have mercy. Please. No. No. Make it stop. Anything but this. Pawns, not the pawns. Listen, chat, if you're gonna blame anyone, blame Gears for Breakfast as for having minimum pawn amounts for certain levels. I wouldn't be doing this if we didn't need them. I'm for the 100%. Ow. We're almost there, Emily. Just a few more. I don't like this at all. Just 2 more. Oh, thank goodness. I know, Drekor. I don't like it either. But it's necessary to do 100%. But now, time to heat up Mafia Town. Take the pawn counter. Now this is a really fun level, chat.
Look at mess. This is terrible.
What happened here?
Someone turn on all faucets in Mafia Town. Same faucets that control the town volcano.
I wonder who could have done that. Emily, what have you done? Oh, nothing, nothing. I just thought that I wanted to make you feel what I felt after I had to collect all those pawns. And well, I think this is a perfect metaphor.
Was it you, child?
I'm sorry, Emily. No, you're not.
Mafia think he saw a little girl turn on all faucets.
Ah, well, I was a little girl, but, I might have been wearing blonde hair dye for that.
That kid, can you save Mafia Town by turning off all faucets? If you close all, maybe water start flowing again.
That's not how that works. So we're starting the level with this many pawns, and this is the amount of pawns it takes to get here. Without further ado, let's try and complete this level Ponless. So this, chat, is an amazing level because it is such a good, they did a great job changing the way this level works, reusing the level in an interesting, unique way. In this case, making it a truly the floor is lava kind of level. I think that's really cool. Because routes that were once safe to walk on are now completely unavailable. And thus we have to be a bit more creative in our platforming. I also like that, at least for the non-Death Wish variant, there's a checkpoint after every one of those. Yes, it is supposed to be a level that's earlier in the game. And the remix for Mafia Town is nice too here. It just sounds so much more eerie. And fittingly so. Oh, that's a good question, Drekor. Probably because Mafia Boss wants some way to... Probably as like a last resort defensive mechanism, because, I mean, look how the lava just covers the ocean all around us. It would probably be such a great defensive mechanism if you really had to defend this place. That's my thought, at least. Geothermal energy, maybe. That wouldn't surprise me, considering we don't really see any smoke. Well, actually, no, we do see smokestacks, but there's also that central area, which might actually be in, for all we know, might just be for creating energy. We can get out there now, though. Wait. Oh, that just set me down hard. Ow. Careful. Look at that relic right there in the lava. It's just... it's tempting. Yeah, I really like it when games reuse the same levels in a different creative way. And this is just such an excellent example of that. Now we get... Imagine if the barrel battle, boss battle start right there. It's like, oh, you want to turn on turn off this last faucet, little girl, you'll have to go through me. Let's just live on the edge right here. Perfect. I agree, Redcore. Mafia Town reminds me so much of Super Mario Sunshine. I also like that the music is getting more intense as we go further in the level. It's a nice tension build on Ears for Breakfast's part. Oh, I see that fawn. We're taking a long route. We'll take the long route. No rush. Oh, there's one. Now we just need to get much, much higher. Good if we use that ladder. There we go. I also see yarn, and I want it. I think it's probably up there, if I had to guess. Oh no, I see it. Just please no pawns. Please no pawns. There we go. Yarn! And we finally... Oh, so close. Oh well. What might do? Oh, no. 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 We can't do the bucket glitch either, can we? No, we can't. I thought we might have been able to do this level Ponless, but considering that that cannon has a pawn on it, and I don't think we can get the yeah, we can't get the buckets. No. Well, looks like Mafia Town can't be completed Ponless. Mistakes were made, chat. Mistakes were made. We were right at the end, too. I know, Leia, I know. You're not happy about it either. Let's try that again. Okay. We're gonna try and speedrun this. I forgot to do the intro. Hold on. Okay. So we're starting the level with that many pawns, and that's the amount of pawns it took to get here. Without further ado, let's try and complete this level while collecting as few pawns as possible. Good. I think it'll be faster if we go down and then try circle. Oh, that's interesting, Luigi Jr. Gaming. Alright. Oh dear. Whoops. Let's use those little bumps. That will probably help. A bit less us. Yeah, exactly, Record. Do not taste the lava. That's a bad idea. I disagree with that. Life can be hard sometimes, but that's what makes the good parts even better, I think. Oh wait, what's here? Please be yarn. Another crayon! Let's go. I can't believe we missed that chest for all this time. Now let's see here. This let us get there fat? No. I'm not even gonna. That is just this down there. Oh wait! No, chat. Look at that, they use wind turbines for power. That answers that question. Yeah, wind turbines, right out there. I hope this is just a shortcut. Okay, that works. Just one by the lighthouse. I disagree. Wind power is very useful. Oh, nuclear power is very important too. Don't get me wrong. Oh, that's evil. I think we'll just leave that be for now. It's just a rift token. Perfect. Uh-oh. I jumped at the wrong time. I just have to navigate our way back up. Very, very carefully. Perfect. Now let's see what we got. Hopefully that one pawn in the cannon is going to be mandatory just because there's no way for us to hit the buckets and use that glitch. They're underneath the lava, so... Oh well. Hey, one mandatory pawn is better than two at least. Let's go, though. We completed that level while collecting as few pawns as possible. Let's go! Thanks, everybody. I think it's time to start wrapping things up, so... If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to stick around for the raid. But if you're watching on YouTube and you enjoyed what you saw, please consider subscribing. If you're free to subscribe on YouTube, you can always change your mind later, and it's a great way to show support. If you're watching on YouTube, I hope you have a great night.